Welcome back to part 3 of my Orlando adventure. This time I was going to Walt Disney World. So this was my 3rd visit to Disney World and I am a huge fan. I love it. So for Disney World, we had a 2-day pass. Day 1 was for Magic Kingdom. So to get to Magic Kingdom, we had 2 options, either catch the monorail or catch the ferry. So we decided to go with the ferry, which turned out to be a lot of fun. The ferry dropped us off at the front gate right next to the monorail station. We went straight to Tomorrowland and hopped on the People Mover because that was the ride with the shortest line.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service.
This ride takes you all around Tomorrowland, so you get fantastic views of that area, and it's a really tame, easygoing ride as well. The People Mover also goes through a few other rides, including Space Mountain, so you get to see the inside. After a nice lunch with a view, we decided to queue up for It's a Small World, which is one of my all-time favourite rides. The wait time for this ride was around 35 minutes and was one of the shortest wait times in the park. I just love looking at all the different countries. It's a Small World always puts me in such a good mood. We then went on the riverboat ride as they were calling final boarding right as we were walking past, so I thought it was a sign. This was my first time on this ride and I was really impressed.
Everything, whether it happened or not. But as I grow older, I seem to remember all.
The riverboat took us on a nice little tour around the park and I spotted the Haunted Mansion ride as well, which is my favourite ride. Sadly, I didn't get to go on it because the wait time was too long. We then battled our way through the super busy streets and watched the parade. I love all the attention to detail that goes into all of the floats. It's really, really pretty. So we are currently in Disney World in Magic Kingdom and it's just about to get dark, so it's almost 5 p.m. and it's really cold. It's totally different to Universal where it was warm. It's like freezing here, probably about 13 degrees. And honestly, overall today I've been really, really shocked by the quantity of people here. I've been here 3 times now, this is my 3rd time, and I've never seen it so busy. There are so many people everywhere, which has resulted in not being able to go on many rides. Even the Peter Pan ride, which I want to go on, has a wait time of 80 minutes, and I really don't want to line up for 80 minutes. Haunted Mansion is over an hour. So we only actually did the People Mover twice, because the line was only 10 minutes. And It's a Small World and the wait time was 35 minutes for that, but those were sort of the only rides that we actually did. Just can't justify lining up for that long. So Mr. Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh is over an hour as well, so don't do that. But yeah, it's just been nice to soak in the atmosphere, and we did get to do the little riverboat cruise as well, which was nice.
Why don't we stand near the tower?
I was later advised by an American that Disney is crazy in December for Christmas, which I didn't know, but now I know for the future. We then said goodbye to Magic Kingdom and caught the monorail watching the beautiful sunset over to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. This resort is so impressive and I'd always wanted to check it out. We then caught the bus to Disney Springs. Disney Springs, which used to be known as Downtown Disney, is home to World of Disney, which is the biggest Disney shop ever. Day 2 meant it was Epcot time, and I absolutely love Epcot. For those of you who don't know, Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. With a wait time of 5 minutes, we headed to Finding Nemo first. This was a very clever ride, and it was very fun to sit and go through different rooms. Despite being for very small children, I still find this ride really fun, and it was a great way to start off the day. When you exit the ride, you arrive into an aquarium. There was a large variety of fish and sea creatures, some of them even wearing Christmas-themed apparel. After spending about 10 minutes in the aquarium, we decided it was time to go on Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth is a ride within Epcot's iconic dome ball, and it takes you through time and history. It would have to be my favourite ride at Epcot. It's calm, gentle, and interactive.
Paris in turn creates better record keeping with plans, designs, and unfortunately, it's making it easier to invent the future in everything.
As you climb further up, you get to see the evolution of society and people. And my favourite bit is when you get to the very top and you feel like you're floating in space. We then queued for around 45 minutes to go on to Soarin', which is a hang gliding journey over California. We then headed over to the World Showcase, which is an absolutely incredible setup and idea. It replicates different countries from around the world and really makes you feel like you're there. One of my favourites would have to be the UK. I love all of the detail and all of the underground themed merchandise. It's been quite a few years since I was last in the UK, so this really is a lot of nostalgia for me.
So today we are in Epcot and we've done the Spaceship Earth ride, which was amazing. We did Finding Nemo and we did Soarin' as well, which was really fun. So it's been a really good day so far. I've noticed as well Epcot is way less crowded, so I'm really loving that. Right now we're at the World Showcase, so we've been through Canada, another country, and now we're in the UK. So, of course, I'm in my happy place. As you can see, it really looks like you're there. It's amazing.
The World Showcase does involve quite a bit of walking, but it is very picturesque. We decided to take a break and sit down and have a drink in France. Morocco had really nice scenery, and it was cool because I've never been to Morocco, so it gave me a little experience. Next up was Japan, which was really exciting because I had been there earlier this year. They had lots of Japanese themed merchandise available, like the Shiba dog and Pokemon. I then had a sake cocktail and spotted some cute koi fish. For anyone who's watched my Japan vlogs, you'd remember how much I love koi fish. We then arrived at the biggest section, which is halfway, and of course that is America. There was a really cute little model train set. I can't remember if this was in America or not, but I did stand and watch it for a while. There really is so much to take in. Now, I do have a favourite country in the World Showcase, and that is Mexico. It features a ride which is quite similar to It's a Small World. You sit on a little boat and go around the canal.
This is... I don't know. We must wait. It's the concert. It's tonight. Mexico City. This way.
The ride is a hidden gem, and the setup in the Mexico stall is incredible. It is set up to look like the night sky.
So we just finished walking the World Showcase and it was just as good as I remember. My favourites were the UK, France and Mexico.
And we go to China.
Particularly Mexico because it has its own separate ride, which is very similar to It's a Small World. You sit in a little boat and you go around. It's really cute.
Oh!
And we just finished eating in Mexico, so just over there.
We walked back towards Spaceship Earth as the sun was going down. It was then time to say goodbye to Epcot, and I highly recommend Epcot for anyone who hasn't been. It was then time to farewell America altogether. It was the end of my American adventure. We flew Orlando to Dallas and Dallas to LA on American Airlines, and then back on to Qantas for the LA to Brisbane flight. I had seat 25A again for the return, so the same seat as the way over. This 14-hour flight was once again on an A330, which I have to admit I am warming up to. I always considered myself more of a Boeing girl, however, the flights that I had this trip on the American A321 and the Qantas A330 were very enjoyable. The takeoff and majority of the flight was completely in the dark. However, upon approach into Brisbane, the sunrise did come up and it was stunning. I really like looking at the different layers of clouds when you come in. It's so pretty. Overall, I really enjoyed my 2 weeks in America. It was a trip primarily for theme parks, but it was so fun. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to my next adventure. I hope you can join me.